That appears not to have recorded very well. I'll try again. Oh, I shouldn't start a video like that. You don't know what I'm talking about. It seems an awful taboo in this. We talk about a narcissistic society, and we talk about how everything. You know, a lot of the TV is very impressionable or quite encouraging people to do the wrong thing. And it struck me from an early age as a teenager that some teens are very susceptible to the need to act grown up and have girlfriends or whatever, or boyfriends, and that's something I didn't find very easy to do. There's one thing. I say susceptible because even then it seemed silly to me. It seems silly to me now. The pursuit or the coquettishness of the female, the girl, or the downright manipulative tactic. I mean, and the feeling of being out on a limb, left out, not the same. And I'm now, what, 19, 20, 22 years on, and my life hasn't changed in that way. And about, say, 19 and a half years ago, when I was 16, it was dinned into me the importance of friendship and loyalty. And loyalty should really be to yourself. I mean, in a benign way, in a harmless, positive way. You know, you don't actually owe other people anything. This idea you're going to be on your own. No, you need to develop an inner strength that might how tough it will be. What, you know, my dad said, it's tough on your own. What he didn't tell me is how tough it is anyway. And how he didn't really care how tough it would be for me. And this idea there's someone for everybody. There's someone for everybody, who said that to me. A lot of people find that a popular notion, don't they? So with all the divorces and splits and those failed relationships, they're such failed relationships, aren't they? They weren't so failed at the time. Quite enjoyable at the time, maybe. But they don't work. And all the divorces you get and all the fallout and the aftermath, damage, financial loss if you're a man, harm to the children, although they're better off without certain people in their lives, depending on who it is. And when they grow up, of course. My parents had a long relationship, very loyal to each other. But it's a nonsense. And then there's someone like me who's never had anybody. So how is there someone for everybody? As you approach 36 years of age, how is there someone for everybody? And yeah, you might find love anyway later in life. I mean, that's true, and partnership, but there isn't someone for everybody. The evidence would suggest the opposite, would it not? And also I think there is a myth with this Asperger's and autism. The parents, partly because they get money out of it, and there's a lot of avaricious, money-grubbing toe rags in the world, and partly because from the state, money from the state, and partly because there's egotism involved, isn't there, or fragile ego, that your children must never eclipse the parent, or if you can have a thing to blame that has nothing to do with the parenting technique, then they would embrace that idea. They would want to say, oh, my child has autism. Nothing anybody could do about that. It wasn't child abuse or anything. It wasn't inadequate parenting. It wasn't anything you could criticise them for. And I'm at my age and I'm still subjected to some of this, or had been not that long ago. It seems to me a symptom of narcissism, or a narcissistic personality disorder behaviour, to even use fake disorders, or to make, at least to project and make the child or partner seem more mentally defective, is certainly a common thing. For them to seem more mentally inadequate is when that person will take it, won't they? The person with CPTSD will probably take it, the criticism, and because they're not a quitter. Someone said they're not. They want to do the best possible thing for everybody concerned. That's what I wanted to do, and they take advantage of it. They are mentally ill in this way. They have this urge to do it. I do doubt it. I do doubt what really is it makes them tick, but this thing keeps cropping up. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have gone as far as this. And I've mentioned the avarice. They might not be rich people, perhaps not, no, but any bit of money they get, the way they usually get it, they hang on to, and even try and get it by more nefarious means, maybe early retirement for a false reason. Seems relevant in my life. Oh, and just read the report, subedit it like a good little doggy. Read his report on why he feels stressed out at work. Compare and contrast your own experiences. If they got you to do any of these little things to reinforce how wonderful they are, to prove it, that you're going to do their bidding and not question them. Anyway, take care everyone.